author Mia Redrick regularly meets with mothers to help them prioritize their busy lives.
So, you
guys are gonna love the scope.
We're no longer multitasking, we're megatasking. Yeah. Okay. And isn't that true?
Hey, Lola and Olivia. Hey there. Good to see you. You guys are going to love the scope. Invite your friends. Invite your friends.
Whatever we do for ourselves is what we are giving to our family.
I'm going to bring it. I'm thinking the scope is going to be about 40 minutes, guys, just so you know. I think it's going to be about 40 minutes.
Always ready to work out. So I always bring with me my jump rope, as well as my resistance bands.
Invite your friends, invite your friends, invite your followers on Periscope or Facebook.
I love the toolkit.
If you're watching the replay, remember that your heart's one too.
Absolutely. Dads create the best toolkits.
Victoria,
the deal is just be prepared for wherever you're going to be that day with your family to maximize the day. If you have ever said there are not enough hours in a day, you're going to love my next strategy called blending. Blending is when you are doing something for your children.
I'm talking tonight about one of my favorite topics, which is
tell me, how are you already blending in your life? How are you taking care of yourself while you're taking care of your children?
I have a best girlfriend who's a trainer who created a way in which we literally work out in her garage while our kids play outside. So we're getting me time, we're getting
should be
time,
resting.
and our kids are
having a good time tomorrow.
We've had over 283 self-care groups, and I think the power of the groups has been that moms have no judgment, just camaraderie. You have an opportunity to connect with other women in your demographic. You
guys are going to love this scope.
And I firmly believe that moms aren't necessarily looking to balance their work and their life. I think what we want more of is joy. Creating opportunities to experience joy on a daily basis in your life.
Hey there.
The next time you and your family need to get away,
I'll be back in May. In your neck of the woods, the first week in May.
Explore in your hometown. Play a tourist. This might be exactly what your family needs to refuel and reconnect.
Self-care. That's
even in the middle of your busy lives.
Invite your friends, guys. You have time.
Everyone else
invite your friends. Let's pack it out. We know that moms can benefit from this, guys.
But when you're married with kids, that's when the real dating fun should begin.
It sure is. Well, our mom strategist explains why and shares her rules of family dating.
This is something you've probably not thought about, but it's worked really great for me, and it is dating your family. And because you have 6 children, one of the things that works terrific is to be able to date at home. And what I get a lot of my clients to do is to create a dating box. And in that box, you and your husband can put things that you want to enjoy together. Because sometimes we have opportunities to date our partners, but we don't have a whole lot of time. It might be you have 90 minutes, but by the time he has to go and get the movie or get a meal, the time that you would have spent together.
Invite your friends, guys. We're going to get started in about a minute. Hey, darling.
Wow, wow. Well, welcome the author of Time for Mommy.
Well, this is my swim lane.
Strategies for Mother's Self-Care, Mia Redrick. Mia, thank you so much. Stand up, please. Pleasure, pleasure. I really feel for this family. You did help them with some tips, but what can we all take away from this?
Well, Dear Time is such a simple way to build quality in your family time and to make self-care a reality every single day. It's simple.
So drop everything and read.
Drop everything and read. It will allow the kids to see mom and dad having some downtime, and it becomes part of the family culture, self-care.
So what about the fact that she has no time to herself? She sits in her car and listens to the radio and lies to her husband about where she is, just so she can have a moment to breathe.
So what we talked about was them giving one another permission without guilt and supporting that time and understanding you need that when you have 2 young children.
All right, guys, we're going to get started in about 30 seconds. Invite your friends.
They don't want to be apart. And so you can see that when they started to date,
great scope.
Dance together, they reconnected immediately.
I saw you covering your ears when that was happening. Why?
It's emotional.
Yes, it is. Because I love my husband and we all forget why we got married.
All right, here are my people. Aren't they amazing? All right, I'm going to flip the camera. All right. Hey guys, it's Mia Redrick here with my t-shirt. My husband got me this t-shirt. Can you guys see it? Okay, it says driven by, and then it has money, and then it says purpose, right? Money's crossed out. And I'm totally driven by purpose. I am Mia Redrick. I'm the mom strategist, and I support mostly moms with life and business success. You guys can always check me out at miaredrick.com. At miaredrick.com. Now, tonight is going to be a great scope. I hope you're ready. It has been raining all day in Maryland today. I have been outside. It has just been raining like epic rain all day, but it has not rained on my parade. I've got a lot done today. For those of you who don't know me, it's nice to virtually meet you. I'm Mia Redrick, and I support mostly moms with life and business success. And over the last 13 years, I've been able to take my passion, like my love of motherhood and my background as a corporate trainer, and blend it into a business, right? And so you might relate to that because maybe you want to take your best skills and you try to figure out how can you take your gifts, right? And put them into a business and go to work as you. That was me. And that's what I said to my husband 14 years ago, and he said, I hope somebody pays you to do that, all right? And now he says, you're a freaking genius, all right? So I decided I wanted to be a coach. I didn't know any coaches, and I actually wasn't using those words, coaching, because I didn't know any coaches. I went to my small business resource center and to say what I wanted to do, and I was told that what I've been doing for the last 13 years, that no one would ever pay me to do that. Like, no one would ever pay me, that I could either go back to corporate America as a trainer or start a training business. That's what I was told. I ended up hiring a coach who changed my world, who introduced me to this whole world of what coaching was like, and I built my business literally from scratch. I've been able to support over 400 clients one-to-one, and 112 of my clients are authors. Half are #1 Amazon bestsellers, right? I'm selective of small business advice, absolutely. Sometimes the challenge with small business advice is that people don't understand that when you are a small business, your goal is not to stay a small business. Your goal is to become a mid-sized business and a large business. And a lot of times you meet small business advisors, right? And they have this mentality on how to stay a small business. But really what you want to do is build your business like a big business. I'm just saying. Okay. I've had the opportunity to host over 238 Time for Mommy groups nationwide, which is based on one of my books. I'm an author. I have 4 books. But one of my books, which is an Amazon #1 Amazon bestseller, and there's a coaching program that goes along with the book, Time for Mommy, 5 Essential Strategies for Mother's Self-Care. And I give you a 6-week course. I've hosted over 238 self-care groups, 283 actually, self-care groups around the world, literally, guys. We've had groups in Australia, in Trinidad, in the UK, you name it, we've had it, and obviously in the U.S., which is where I am. And I've done those in partnerships with lots of national brands, which I'm really excited about. This is the girl that was told, this will never work. This will never work. Now, my approach to self-care, and I think some of you guys don't even know this story, so it's a new story because you've never heard it before. I don't know that I've ever said it on Periscope of how I got started into this whole self-care thing. So literally, when I was pregnant with my first son, he's 17, he'll be 18 in June, so almost 18 years ago. I was pregnant with my son. I was 6 months pregnant, and my mom made me promise her that I would date myself every single week as a new mom, because she was the mom that was a really great mom to her kids, but she was lost in motherhood, right? Like, she had given everything to my brother and I, but she didn't do the same things for herself. And as a result of that, she was lost. When my brother and I were 13 and 14 years old, my mom just didn't have any friendships that didn't revolve around us or activities that didn't revolve around us. And she didn't want that to be my story. And so I didn't know what to do, and she didn't know what to tell me to do. So I started doing these self-care dates, 90 minutes a week. That's why you always hear me talk about, date yourself 90 minutes a week. It's because I dare say I've dated myself more than any mom, really any mom in the world, right? Because I've consistently dated myself since I was 6 months pregnant. And the way that I view self-care is ritualistic. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that tonight because the topic is, how to make sure you practice extreme self-care, because so many of So many of us have, like, we're conflicted about it. We have guilt around practicing self-care, or we just haven't had the examples from other people in our life that have said or given us permission or shown us how to do it. That's what I'm going to talk about tonight. So if you're ready, say, I'm ready, Mia. I'm ready. It's going to be a power-packed scope. I think you can plan on about 40 minutes. Now, this is your last chance, thank you, to invite your friends, anyone you think that might benefit, any moms out there who you know can benefit from practicing self-care and understanding really the elements of what great self-care really looks like. It's something I love to talk about because I think that when we are kind to ourselves, when we show up for ourselves, we show up so much more powerfully in every other area of our lives. I'm ready, but your phone might die. I understand. Catch the replay. You know, you got to do what you're going to do. This is going to be a great scope. I'm just telling you, right? Rained on hair, right? I'm just saying. But it's going to be a great scope. So, hey, Charlotte, good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. I know that one person was ready, but is anyone else ready? Anyone else ready? Self-care first to take care of others, right? Is anyone else ready? Just one person ready on this? Is just one person ready? Say, I'm ready, Mia, if I'm ready, okay? And just some ground rules for the scope. Guys, the hearts give me feedback and lets me know that what I'm saying to you, you guys resonate with, all right? Okay, I know. It lets me know that you guys resonate with the message because guess what? I can't hear you. Like, I want to hear you, but I can't. Like, I can't hear you. Periscope doesn't allow me to hear you, so it allows me to heart hear you, all right? So make sure you share the hearts. And every 500 hearts, you have to leave the scope and come back or your hearts don't count. All right, so we want to write. We want to tap, write, tap. Okay, I'm going to get started. How to practice extreme self-care. Number one, and maybe somebody could record this for me, is make sure that you exercise your body and your mind, okay? Make sure you exercise your body. And because I believe that when we exercise our body, it allows our mind to be so much more clear and happier. And I know this to be true, that my best ideas, I'm more creative when I exercise, you know, and I know that some of you are like, okay, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear, but I'm telling you, this is true. And so it's not about doing the thing that you don't like. Thank you so much. It's about doing the thing that you do like, figuring out what that looks like. Hey, Ruby's in the house. Boom. It's about doing the things that you do like, okay? Not the things that you don't like, all right? Because a lot of times we have a story that plays around the things that we don't like to do, and when someone brings those up to you, you know how you pull back. Hey, Pat, good to see you, right? Hey, boom. I love it. She boomed me back, right? So number one, you have to exercise your body for a happy mind. So if you want your mind to be focused and clear, you need to make sure that you figure out how you want to exercise. Now, I actually just bought a Fitbit a couple months ago, and I just started a Fitbit group, which is called Time for Mommy. So if you guys want to join, just feel free. Hey, last night's scope, it was bananas. It was it was bananas. It was a great scope. And you guys need to check it out. It was really, really good. I'm just breaking it down, Pat. I'm just sharing with people what is on my heart because I want to see more moms really nail it this year. I want to see more moms nail it this year. All right. So exercise your mind, your body, so that your mind is intact, okay? It doesn't work the other way. You got to move, guys. You got to think, even if it means you're taking walks, even if it means you're doing yoga, hot yoga almost, I can't do it. Like, I can't breathe in hot yoga. I don't know how people do it. And then they find their groove because I can't breathe in there. But I like to lift weights. For me, I am a kettlebell girl. I like to lift weights. That's my thing. And when I do that, I feel stronger and I am clear. And you need to find your thing. You need to find your physical thing to move your body. If you know I'm telling you the truth, say, I know that's the truth. Hey, Ebony, good to see you. What we're talking about today is how to practice extreme self-care, okay? And the first thing is simply you need to exercise your body. Number two is you need to live your dreams out loud. And let me tell you what I mean by that. You need to live your dreams. Oh, you like that? Okay. You need to live your dreams out loud. Now, what I mean by that is there's so many people who they know what they want to do, but they don't live their dreams out loud. It just stays this thing they want to do. It's like in their mind. And you know what it sounds like, you know what it looks like, because it's the thing you talk about all the time, but it's not the thing you implement. It's not the thing that you're doing. And what I'm telling you is that, you know what? You want to put your life on fire. You want to practice great self-care. How do you do that, right? You want to live your life out loud. You got to implement. You got to do the thing that you think about. And that's the thing. I always challenge myself. If I think about it, I'm like, well, how do I do it? How do I make that a practice in my life? And you're going to see that when you do that, it's going to change your life. See, when you start to do the things that you dream about, your life starts to shift, right? It takes on a whole different energy because you're doing the things that you think about. You're doing the things that you think about. I'm going to tell you one of the things that I did that I thought was it blew me away. All right. It's like one of my favorite moments. It was, okay, so imagine this, okay? Just imagine this for a second. So I wrote my book, Time for Mommy, 5 Essential Strategies for Mother Self-Care, many years ago. It was a dream to be an author. That was my first book. All right. And then many years later, I'm creating this movement. I'm doing all these Time for Mommy groups around the country, getting moms to practice self-care ritualistically, which I'll talk about tonight. And I then get hired as the mom strategist for the Emmy-nominated nationally syndicated show, America Now. And one of the segments is with one of my partners, Corner Bakery, all right, and I have to show up and shoot inside the Corner Bakery store a segment that relates to my Time for Mommy groups. And I'll never forget it, guys. I walked into the Corner Bakery location for the shoot. The ladies were there. The books were there. My sponsor, the people, my sponsors were there. The producers were there. The cameras were there. And I got to live my dream out loud. Like I walked into my dream. And it was unreal. And what I'm telling you, I hope you guys are with me on this. And I hope you understand that what I'm saying to you, I'm not saying this to you in any braggadocious way. I'm saying to you that, this was my dream. I am in the dream. I'm watching it happen. And it's happening around me. And what I'm telling you is that you want to experience your dreams out loud. You want to watch the things that you think about really happen for you, okay? It's nothing like it. It's nothing like it, and you can do it. But in order for you to do it, you got to take an action. Now, for me, what it meant was I had to write a book first, right? And it meant that I had to start groups first, and I had to get those started, okay? And it meant that, I had to show up for some stuff, and you got to show up for the things that are important to you, all right? You deserve it. This is your time. Watch it unfold. Absolutely, Pat. I hope you guys are hearing me on this because this is good stuff. Number 3. Oh, this is good.